Alright, welcome back. This is episode 3 of our Let's Play of Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. Don't know how far we'll make it this episode. We might not actually make it to a decent stopping point. If we don't, I may, next episode, because the next stopping point is a boss fight, probably. But I don't know if we'll be able to defeat him all in this sitting. So what I'll do is, if we don't defeat him, or if we don't even make it all the way there, I will next time fight through the area that we get through this episode and then start recording at least the first attempt on fighting the boss. But so anyway, gotta get out here and fight these guys. Yeah, usually that guy comes running out. Again, this is just something that I remember. You run out here, you actually aggro somebody, so I always run back and wait for him to come running. Sure, the guy makes a liar out of me. Maybe that only happens later. Alright, well, in we go. Kinda don't want to stay in that bridge, because the... Oh, there's that guy. Apparently did not see me earlier. No healing. But yeah, he normally runs out to greet you on the bridge. And if he stops you on the bridge, those people throwing flame pots at you, they have a tendency to murder you. Or deal a lot of damage anyway. So it's not good. Here, there's a guy. That works too. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, Hollow Warrior Helm. There's apparently a place where you can sell items for souls, but you don't usually get very much, so it's usually better to just ignore most items that you don't need. Which actually, some of you may have noticed, I missed an item pile back where that ambush was over there last episode. That was just rubbish. That literally is what the item is. It's not like I'm saying it's a bad item or not. I've learned in this fight to always go after the guy that throws flame pots at you. Really enjoy it when I can stab a couple people at once and then murder them. Get this mouse off here. Sorry about that. Anyway, so it's pretty cool. So now I get to have vengeance on these flame pot throwers. Let's actually kick that one off. Stab this one probably off. Nope. Alright, we're just gonna go like this. Alright, cool. So, on our way towards a fair amount of damage I fight, so let's heal up. Let's jump down. Since I took the master key, we can actually open this door. And I don't actually know if the master key ever breaks, but it's very useful to have. So, got some gold pine resin. That is used, it is apparently called an augment. It is used to give your weapon a temporary buff. I don't know if I'll use that, or not yet anyway. Oh, Titanite shard, that is very good. That's what you use to upgrade your weapons. Kick him, stab him, and slash him. Alright, I didn't need to slash him though. At this level, fighting all of these at once is probably bad, so I'm going to fight them one at a time. Oh, you want to stab? I'll stab. I want to kick. Another stab. like stab so much. Let's give you another one. Okay, another sword guy. Sword guys tend to not have their sword shoulder. These are hollow soldiers, but the ones that use swords tend to not keep their shields up all the time. So they're a lot easier to fight. They don't require the kick that I do in those other ones. Down this way is a Black Knight. I don't want to go down there because he will murder me so fast. I will be back at the bonfire before I know what hit me. I mean, I might be able to fight him, but he's kind of pretty powerful. Basically, I would not be able to screw up. Like I just did there. Like I would be dead. The only time I've killed him in a playthrough, but I used that Drake sword I was talking about. So it's kind of, it deals 200 damage. This sword, I think only deals 80 physical damage. So that made it so it was a lot easier to face him. Now, this area here that I'm opening is another area where at the bottom of it there is a really tough boss. He's actually even tougher than that Black Knight. He's called Havel, I think Havel of the Rock, and he has a weapon that will one-shot you. He's really fast, and he's not really weak to anything, so you're gonna have a bad time. Now this is an area I actually know that there's something in these barrels. It is actually I think it's a crystal lizard is what it's called. Yep, there it is. And you get components to upgrade stuff from them. So it's really good. So make sure not to miss that if you're doing this playthrough on your own. Actually, I want to see if I can upgrade something quick. I guess you can't do that here. Well, I'll have to do that later. Figure that out off camera. As you can see, we can't go up. This white fog actually leads to the next boss battle, so I don't know why I was worried about getting here, but here we are. So now we can't go back. There is no return. Up here, I know that there's look at that MLG dodging there. I was like, oh, they're shooting arrows at me, and then they shoot them, and then I dodge them. Ah. This is not a good sign. What did you drop? Look, it's a light crossbow. What else? Alright, let's use this. Heal up. And then, we're actually going to put one of these light crossbows up. And you have to actually put the bolts over here. So now it gives us an option in case we need it in the boss fight and we want to use the crossbow quick. We're actually not, we probably won't need to, because this guy is pretty good at chasing you down, so we'll see him very shortly. So we'll have to see. Anyway though, there he is, alright. We're actually going to run, because he chases us down, and we're going to use the plunge attack again. The plunge attacks are very good for bosses. He might still hurt me here because it gets here. And remember not to hesitate with plunge attacks, because he does come up and decides that he wants a piece of you while you're up there. Oh, I don't want to roll twice. I actually want to get past him, I think. Actually, got me out of time. Remember though, oh, that was not good. He actually, if he knocks you off, you lose. One time though, where he knocked me off and then he followed me, and I apparently killed him because he jumped off. So, I don't really know if that's a strategy, but it's interesting. Ooh, well, that wasn't good. We're actually running out of real estate here. I think we need to get past him again. Be a little quick though. That was close. See, I could have. Could have fallen off there. Actually, probably should be rolling past some of these attacks. I mean, I'm with medium armor, so might as well. Let him run over here a bit. What? I rolled under that. Oh, and want to let your stamina recover, because if you don't, you'll try to block something, you'll roll, and you'll just be able to get past you anyway. I actually think, let's try to make it up here again. Do another plunge attack. It might actually be enough to kill him. And I will try to get a second one. Nope, not quite enough, but we almost have him. I'm disappointed. And kind of risky move there, but I was able to kill him without, like right as he was about to hit me. Probably, maybe shouldn't have done that, but we'll see. So, after you defeat him, you get a bunch of souls, which is always cool, and some items. Apparently, you always get humanity when you kill a boss. We're actually going to. This will be a slightly short episode, really. Didn't really expect to fight him or beat him in one attempt. But we're gonna make it to. There's a place where you can unlock a sort of a shortcut. Maybe another 5 minutes or so. So we'll see how that goes. Once we're there, that's unfortunately it, because I have to go and get supper ready. So we'll get to that point, and then we'll call it a day. So we're just gonna pick up some items here. Actually, it may be longer than that, because we're gonna go talk to one of my favorite characters. This is the Solaire of Astoria, I think his name is.
Hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astoria, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
So he is probably one of the silliest characters in this game, which it's not really a high bar because most people are depressed because they're dead. But he has some pretty funny lines. He also he's actually somebody that this character is going to aspire to, because there's a so-called covenant, which is a sort of PvP guild in this game that you get you advance in it by joining other people's quests and helping them out. So actually,
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
actually shouldn't have pressed A there, but anyway, if you help other people, you get to advance in this guild, and you help people by, he's actually going to give us a item that lets us put our name down, and then people will ask us for their help. So we'll probably try to do that at least once on camera, and we'll see how it goes.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Yes, we will engage in jolly cooperation.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
I too aspire to be so grossly incandescent. Alright, so he's a cool guy. I think that's more or less all he says. We'll probably see him later, and we'll even, there's a place where you will be able to summon him. I'm just going to run out, and then probably run back again. Hopefully that was far enough. It was! Shields up. And that was enough. That is where the dragon is. It's locked. Can't really fight him yet. He has a tendency to kill people. No real items of worth up here. If you don't really get down here, he'll burn everything. That's actually the way forward. We're going to come back here. This is where we kick this ladder, and then climb down, and you'll notice this is where our bonfire just was. So now that we've unlocked this, we can resume next episode, going up the ladder and crossing the bridge. I don't know if I'm going to try to go under where the dragon is. We'll see. Anyway though, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.